Welcome back to Southwest LRA, where we identify unlawful workplace practices. Today, we are discussing a violation of Section 7 of the NLRA. Please leave a comment, like, and subscribe. This channel does not offer legal advice or direction. In 2023, an American worker in search of work landed an interview to end the search. An experienced tire technician, the worker received an offer to start the next day, changing tires at a franchise-owned Big O Tires.
I filled out an application and spoke with the owner, who offered me a position on the spot, making $13 an hour changing tires. I was given a large employee packet to review and sign, which included tax documents, direct deposit, and an employee agreement with a spot for my signature. I gave them my 2 forms of ID and had instructions to start the next day.
The technician took the packet home and read through the so-called agreement. One of the points of agreement was for the new worker to sign and agree not to discuss pay or raises with other fellow workers. Thankfully, the worker knew their rights.
I walked in for my first day ready to start. My boss brought me into his office and had asked me about my packet. I told my new boss that I wouldn't be agreeing or signing his forms, which said I may not discuss my pay with my coworkers. My new boss said he didn't want his employees to know what each other makes, and that my agreement was a condition of my employment. He asked why I wouldn't just obey his agreement, and I told him plain and simple that the agreement was unlawful and violation of the NLRA. My boss wasn't interested, and I was promptly fired within the first few minutes of my first day. I still had my employment packet with me. My boss tried to get me to relinquish my employment packet, saying that I broke the law to keep my packet and that I can't have them.
What the owner was woefully unaware of was the National Labor Relations Act, enacted by Congress in 1938. It protects workers from this sort of corruption and more. The Act states, "This is unlawful, to cause diminution of employment and wages in such volume as substantially to impair or disrupt the market for goods flowing from or into the channels of commerce." In a grander picture, what this corrupt owner had done was attempt to remove liberty from an American and to disrupt the flow of commerce for all Americans. The United States has declared to eliminate the causes of certain substantial obstruction to the free flow of commerce and to mitigate and eliminate the obstructions when they have occurred by encouraging collective bargaining and by protecting the exercise of workers of full freedom of self-organization for the purpose of negotiating terms and conditions of their employment or other mutual aid protection. Violations of the Act are not limited to prohibiting an employee to talk about their wages. Other violations may look like being punished or intimidated for speaking up about safety concerns or wage concerns. The topics considered are known as terms and conditions. The terms are the policies of your employment, such as when you work, how long, what your wages, and other policy items such as cell phone or safety policies. Conditions refer to the environment in which you work, whether they are safe and compliant, or hostile and non-compliant with federal law. Were you forced to sign a contract stating you wouldn't discuss your pay, or that you would be financially liable for any mistakes? These may be things to discuss with an attorney, or with a representative from the NLRB, the Board of Highly Efficient Investigators and Guardians of the National Labor Relations Act. These agents work hard to restore your liberty through compensation and through restoration. This American worker contacted the NLRB right away and filed a charge. It is now only a matter of time until the worker receives restoration and will be given their job back at Big O unconditionally. I will always recommend that everyone take a look at the NLRA. I'll leave a link in the description, and that our workers also check out their state rights and see if your workplace is compliant. I believe that together we can make working in America more rewarding and less of a hellscape by doing our part. Thank you for watching Southwest Labor Relations Audit. If you liked this, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe.